Welcome to the In My Humble Opinion podcast, a podcast that looks to discuss a number of topics that sometimes create more questions than answers. The views and opinions expressed by the presenters are their own and can be assured are utterly and woefully misinformed. If you like explicit content and naive ignorance, then please enjoy at your own risk. Darwin Awards.
If I could have sex with a car, I don't know cars either very well.
Yeah, you thought about this, didn't you?
A Vauxhall Tigra. Hello. Welcome to the In My Humble Opinion podcast. My name is Paul.
And I'm Rob.
And our episode today is called the Darwin Awards. So I'll give you a little brief about the Darwin Awards, Rob, if you don't know anything about it. Do you know anything about it?
I do know a fair bit about this one. Yeah, I do a little bit. But your elocution would be a lot more tangible than mine.
Okay, perfect. Right. I'll give you a little brief about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So with the Darwin Awards began around 1985 as a bit of a commemoration for individuals who unalived themselves. So they're dead, perished. So, but not only did they just die, which is also sad and tragic, they died in idiotic ways. They did humanity a favor and removed themselves from the human gene pool.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, get out of it.
So, yeah. They're like, I'll bench this one.
Yeah. Get on the sidelines. We're not having it.
Yeah.
So they're called the Darwin Awards, the history of evolution. And as we know, Charles Darwin was the grandfather, the godfather, pimping those hoes of evolution for time in memoriam.
He invented DNA, actually.
He did.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Very much like Pascal invented the process to heat treatment of cheese, Paul, I believe. He did that because that's a fact that you fucking denounced in our last episode, of which you have categorically said you would not give me a formal apology. So I'm going to tell you this now, viewers, listeners, community. Paul is a joke.
Okay, I didn't think I was going to bring that up, but I appreciate that. But it wasn't really Pascal, was it? It was Louis Pasteur.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, because of pasteurization. Yeah, that's what I said. We'll cut this anyway. This is when the edit comes into play. Oh no!
But yeah, with the
I thought I was going to have a win.
No. So yeah, yes, I made a mistake and thought Louis Pasteur invented penicillin, and I now hold my hands up and apologise to Rob in terms of really making it out that he was an absolute idiot. But if you do listen to the last episode, he thought it was Madame Curie who invented penicillin.
The last episode was so bad, never listened to it. Like, it's a joke. It's the runt of the litter, we call it.
What? It's a small joke in there. But now that we've got that out of the way with.
Oh my god. Egg on my face.
Yeah, don't worry. We put a proviso in there. One of our in-house scientists helpfully put a voiceover in and explained the real reasons and who actually invented penicillin, which was Alex Fleming in the 1920s. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. So
that's my catchphrase.
The Darwin Awards. Today's episode is about idiotic ways dumb people have died. We will handle it with some sort of tact and care, but the way these people have died almost deserves a little bit of a prod and a joke about the situations they found themselves in. So we will go through some of the deaths, some of the way people have perished between ourselves. We'll go back and forth and put across some of our favourite, because humans love the morbid. This is why true crime documentaries do so well. We love to see like tragic situations. And
that program back in the day, do you remember that program 999? Do you remember?
999. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Put the music in now.
All of tonight's rescues are true stories. We've sometimes used actors and stuntmen, but everything you see is based on the accounts of the people involved. They've helped us to reconstruct the events as they happened.
Yep.
That's done magic.
Yep.
But whenever that came on, I was like, right, here we fucking go, boys. Every night after that, I'd go to bed. I'd be like, oh no, like worried about cars.
Go over. Yeah, you're like, someone's in a helicopter and they've probably fallen off a cliff or something.
Yeah. If I heard a chainsaw, I'd be like,
oh God, someone's going to die under a tree.
Michael Burke's on, Mum. He's telling us about bad things. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's also on 10 o'clock news. Oh, here we go.
He's got himself, Mum. Mum, I can't go outside anymore. I'm scared of dying.
This is it.
I remember an episode, actually. It was a guy that was train surfing. So he jumped on top of a train.
Right,
and the train was going between one station and another, much as they do, much as their nature.
It wasn't one of those crazy out in the wild trains.
No.
Okay.
It was a train with like an overhead cable, so it wasn't run off tracks, it was run off of the cable above it, and he got electrocuted on there, and like he was a mangled mess. And this is on British television at like 7 o'clock in the evening, and like kids and they talked about it the next day at school, like,
oh yeah, did you see the frazzled kid? Yeah, no train surf, blah blah blah. So
yeah.
A few years later, that very successful game came out on the App Store called Subway Surfers.
Yeah.
Which was actually, if you get on the top of a train, there are gold coins up there. Collect them.
Yeah, absolutely. Put those in your backpack.
Yeah.
Excellent. Get a new skin. Days. Not like real, like that kid needed, like skin graft. No.
Get real new skin. Yeah.
Get like real new skin from your butt. So tragedy. But we're going to laugh at some other ones. How do you want to? Do you want to start, Rob? Do you want to go first in this one?
I'll go in. Yeah. Right. So this one is named The Bitter Divorce. I mean, names is not really my forte, or should I say, pronouncing them. So I'm gonna. This person's called Lewis, a 79-year-old Belgian retired engineer. All right.
Nice. He's lived a good life.
He's lived a good life. 79 years old. He's a Belgian engineer, so like he used to make like waffles.
Yeah. The famous Waffle House made of waffles. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Lewis.
He did that. That was Lewis. Anyway, he wasn't happy about his divorce. He wasn't.
God.
He'd lost contact with his ex and most of their 14 children. Not only was he a good engineer, he was a dirty little dog.
He's filling them up with syrup left, right, and centre. Belgium syrup.
Exactly. Yeah. He's creating his own like industry. Yeah. Anyway, this is one thing I don't really get after this. Even his mother turned against him. So he
sided with the ex.
Yeah, none of his 14 kids liked him anymore. His mother hated him. This guy just seems all round bit of a cunt, really.
What did he do?
I mean, we can go into that another time.
Okay.
Anyway, so his mum had willed the home, which he had financed to one of his daughters. So one of the 14 daughters. So his mum had willed it to one of his kids.
He had 14 daughters. Sorry, just go back to that.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll say daughters. Yeah. Okay. So he's got 14 daughters. Every one of them a gem.
Yeah.
And so his mother's willed her house to one of his kids. Anyway, he's 79 years old, right?
Yeah.
And his mum has only recently died, but he is 79. What was she, like 10? Because even if she lived to 89 years old, she would have been 10, was giving birth to him. So how old must she have been?
Okay, let's work it out. So I mean,
if she was 20 when she gave birth to him, she would have been 99. Yeah,
that's plausible. It's believable. Yeah.
I mean, it is plausible, yeah.
What's
Anyway,
the age
so-
of consent in Belgium?
Let me just do a quick Google. They do it by shoe size.
Ah,
So, yeah,
such is the European way.
exactly. How big
You
are
in
your
adult
clogs?
shoes now? Get those pants down. Come on, go to Clark's. I want to see people fuck.
Oh my god! What the fuck? You're in adult shoes now. Get your pants down.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, there's some tears coming out my face. I can't read anymore. Yeah, so his mum had financed his house and put one of his daughters in the will.
Yeah.
Before handing over the place, he decided to set up booby traps so his family could never take up residence.
Oh, what a bugger! Like a reverse
Yeah.
Home Alone situation.
Well, he's an engineer. This is basically like
Oh
Saw,
my god,
but
he's
for
Rube
your own
Goldberg in them.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's Joseph fucking Fritzl in these poor cunts. Anyway, so he built a series of death traps by using camouflaged weapons rigged to various interior decor, such as beer crates. Like, she's just got beer crates knocking about her house. She's 99 years old, we'll say, for argument's sake, with fucking beer crates.
She's
It
reaching
sounds
a
like
Miller Lite.
sorority
She needs
house.
it. Yeah.
A Miller Lite, yeah. Beer crates, the TV, or stacks of dishes.
Stacks
Like,
of them.
She hasn't washed up in
No.
99 years.
Who needs
Stacks
to?
of
They're in Belgium. They
dishes
get new
knocking
plates. Yeah.
exactly. He finished his task with 19 shotguns in place, ready to fire if anything was disturbed.
Good number.
19. He'd placed so many guns that he couldn't keep track of them all, however. So he clearly didn't draw a map or
No.
any mathematical engineering blueprints or anything like that.
Engineer failing on the planning front there.
Yeah, I mean, we learned a great deal about graphical engineering diction from our lessons at school.
We did graphic design together. We made a football clock, made a featherboard.
Yeah. Anyway, so he placed so many guns he couldn't keep track of them. However, and disturbed the wrong furnishing one day. So, he's reached
Was it the
over.
plates?
Could have
Was it
been
the
a
beer
plate.
crate?
Was he like,
It's a shithole in here. Get the fairy washing up. They're good at. Oh, let me get the marigolds. What's that?
Like, he's woken up. He's got out of bed. A string pulls on the corner of the duvet, and it sets a bowling ball off around the room. It goes all the way around. He doesn't see it. Right, it pops 2 pieces of bread into the toaster. Like, puts that down to get ready for breakfast. But he doesn't realise that the ball diverts off into another direction, goes into another room, into the bathroom, and then he walks in there. He opens up the glass cabinet to get his heart medication because he's old and he needs
a glass cabinet?
The mirrored cabinet.
I've never seen a glass cabinet in my fucking life, apart from the English Museum.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, was he got his medication on display? No, I don't know what am I talking about. He's opened it up, and inside a boxing glove pops out.
Boxing glove,
on the nose. But his toast is done, so happy days.
Yeah, exactly. So all of that happens exactly like a Wallace and Gromit film, or
puts the trousers on.
Puts the trousers right on. Shot himself in the neck, didn't he? And he was bleeding to death in the home. He refused to give up. It took authorities 3 weeks to clear the place of booby traps. It just goes to show that, if you set up booby traps, once you're gone and not there, you are still responsible for those.
Yeah.
3 weeks. How did they clear it? Did they go
Oi, Terry, so wash the dishes, love.
Oh no, there's a new DI coming in. She's young and she's green. She's ready to cut her teeth in the murder house of this place. And the patriarchy men go,
Boy, love, do the dishes.
Little do they know, there's an assortment of rifles aimed at her.
It'll pop out as she picks up the little saucer.
Yeah.
It's like, shit.
Oh, okay, boys.
Oh, bless her. She got a call from the governor and was just like,
Johnson, get down to the Lewis house. Yeah.
And she's like,
I don't know. It's my first big job.
And she goes in And like people are like,
Careful there, darling. Watch out, either. Brother stand. Gotta be careful with that. It's got a shotgun in it.
and then she does her make in the mirror, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, like she's having a look around. She spotted about 4 or 5 of the guns. Lewis wasn't very, it wasn't not obvious where they were sometimes, but she had an unquenchable thirst on. So I didn't bring my lunch.
I didn't bring my lunch, Gov.
She noticed there's some beer in the corner.
Yeah.
And she picks up a can. That's it. Legs blown off. Yep.
Yeah. I'll have a quick Miller Lite. Bang.
Right. Gold
That's
watch,
it.
retirement. Off you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
She's got a gold watch out of it.
She
So,
did.
yeah.
Well, with the
We're all
3 weeks to
3
clean
weeks.
the booby traps.
Yeah.
And also a question like, why was he living there if it was willed to the daughter? Did he still live with his mum?
Oh, I mean, it's possible, isn't it?
It's
That's
like,
pretty
you're moving
fucked
in my
up. If, like,
childhood home.
yeah, if she's like, even she has denounced contact with him, and is like,
Yeah, but I still live here. Got a key cut, didn't I?
that's it. He's an engineer. He cut it himself.
Oh my god, yeah. And then he
Fucking
cut his
hell.
life short.
Short at 7. What's he doing? 79 years old, like hanging around fucking in the rafters of the house, putting shotguns and shit all over the place.
I don't know.
Let's go do the gardening.
That's
Or
so
like,
big. I can see why everyone didn't want to know him because he seemed like a bastard. Yeah.
why didn't he do what they all do? Like get on the bus every Thursday for no fucking reason whatsoever. Just sit on a bus and stink of piss. Like, why can't he do what all 80-year-old people fucking do?
What
No,
you got there,
I've
mate?
got to kill my 14 kids.
Yeah, it's not. Just get yourself a dog in a shopping bag. Like walk around with it. Yeah. Like people are concerned about the dog, but it doesn't matter because you're old as well, and they're concerned that you haven't got clean trousers on anymore.
Yeah.
Beat that man. All right.
Well, what you got then? You got one?
Yeah. I got one called Jake and Bake. Right. So there was a man, and his name was Jake Basso. Okay, got his name. I can pronounce it.
Jake Basso.
I'm Jake Basso. Okay, and he, much like Lewis, had a trade. And his trade was metalwork.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Mr. Wheeler.
Yep, he made a couple of like coat hangers, coat hooks,
DIY. Well, back in our day.
Well, boys, we're going to teach you how to make stuff. Yeah. Let's make an ashtray out of plastic.
Yeah, back in our day, that was
walking around. I'm like 11 years old. Look, Mum, I made you a fucking ashtray. What is going on
My
in
mum
this
was
society?
when I bought one home. She was like, "Yeah, go put it on the kitchen table."
Yeah, find a place.
Yeah,
I've stolen. I melted.
Yeah,
because I used it once when I was having a cigarette in the jazz cigarette in the garden. Yeah, melted it.
Oh, well, that's down to the craftsman, I believe. Yeah, not good. D-. So Jake Basso, right, metal worker, loved it, but Jake had a bit of a problem. Right, he had a medical disorder, and I know, terrible, right? Medicine all in his glass cabinet, and it was narcolepsy. So
yes,
narcolepsy,
the lazy man's ailment.
The lazy man's ailment. What?
You got an ailment, have you, Jake?
Yeah.
Drake?
Yeah. So narcolepsy, you fall asleep like anywhere, anytime, you can't stop it.
Jake, have you got that order of coat hangers done?
Yeah. I'll come back later. He's having a fucking moment.
Get 500 coat hangers done. He's done 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had narcolepsy, right? So it's already a bit of a like a recipe for disaster. He's working with metal. He's falling asleep on the job quite often. So yeah, sad time, but it does kind of end fairly horrifically for him. He was well liked in his job, probably because.
How could you not like him? He'd be like the most funniest cunt in the world.
It's lunchtime. They got their little bag lunches, like in America, all in a little brown bag. Oh, what have you got, Steve?
Oh yeah, she's made me some ham sandwiches. Yeah, lovely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tony, what did you get? Yeah, no, we got some leftover like Domino's pizza in there. Meatloaf. Right, we got some that as well. And Jake's over there. His head's in the bag. He's asleep. I know. Just loving it. They're throwing his sandwiches at him. Good times. Jake was a well-regarded worker and went to a curing oven to get some materials put in there to cure. Strength. Yeah. You put them in there. Tiny doctors come up to check the temperature.
Tiny doctors stand there, come all over it.
20 cc's of semen.
Let's mash out these impurities. Oh no, I used that joke in the last episode with a blacksmith. Reese, listen to it.
His narcolepsy kicked in once he kind of put those materials in the curing oven. But it was like so serious. He properly went off. And it was so bad that he kind of like fell into the oven where the door closed behind him. He fell in the oven. The door closed behind him as he fell in there.
No, it didn't. That was Terry.
Terry gave a little nudge.
Yeah.
Terry's like, I'm done with this. You've really putting down the orders, Jake.
You fucking coat hanger cunt. We're going to lose business here. In
there. So yeah, essentially, he fell asleep in the oven, door cured. Nobody found out till like 3 or 4 hours later because Jake wasn't around. There he is, just in bones. So
man,
poor
that
Jake.
is horrific. That is horrific. I mean, we all want to go in our sleep, don't we? So.
I mean, he died. I guess that's a small mercy. Not the fact that he probably would have woken up because of the burning flames.
Yeah, but like when they're all on their lunch breaks, they're all throwing lit cigarettes at him, and he wasn't waking up. So you tell me, that's fucking horrific, though.
Yeah, the fumes probably had knocked him out before. Like as much of his narcolepsy, he would have been unconscious because of the fumes in there first. So he would have died unknowingly.
Yeah.
Because he fell asleep and fell into it. So he wouldn't even know that he fell into it. And then he got knocked out because of the gas and then burnt to death.
So like dominoes, basically. But I know what it's like. Like, when people are like, oh yeah, I fell asleep in the bath. First of all, stop having baths. Like, you're adults now. Stop it. Like, just stop it now. But like, if I'm in a bath, I get in a bath and it's hot. I'm like, fuck, it's so hot. I'm not falling asleep. I want to get out of that bath now because it's hot and horrible. Who wants that shit?
Even if you manage to get in there as an older man, you start to sag in certain places, and your ball bag starts to drift across the ocean like some sort of fleshy oil spill.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah,
but it sinks to the bottom. Then every now and then, whoop, raises. And it's like a
tidal wave.
It's like the Xander Z project in the Netherlands, where they like created landmass. It's exactly like that. You're like, oh, there's an island over there. Fucking hell, let's put the fire festival on it. Oh, it's fucking unlucky. That is really unlucky then.
Not good. Yeah, quite sad story, that one, really. Not so much idiotic, more a medical mistake. Like it's horrible condition that he had and he died.
Right, I've got one for you. This next story is about like macho masculinity and the Polish.
Ooh.
It's called Chain of Fools.
Well,
I've got a lot of Polish friends, and like this is when I read this, I was like, fucking hell, this is literally all of these guys, because it's very traditional for Slovak men to be like, I'm the fucking man, I can deal with the most pain. Anyway,
okay.
In 1995, Polish friends were hanging out drinking beer. After a few too many, they got into contests to prove their manliness, right?
Why is this such a masculine thing? You have a few beers and you're like, watch as I staple my penis to a bit of paper. And everyone's like, yeah!
We would just like arm wrestle, or me and you would probably not even do that. We'd probably just, I don't know. I don't know what we would do, actually.
I don't know. Experiment.
Experiment? Oh, I've had a couple of beers. I'm going to prove my manliness. Let's get the litmus paper out to check the pH level of our urine. No.
Yeah, I mean section experiments.
Right. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, cool.
Let's get the litmus paper out and check the pH level of your semen.
You've got to do it correctly. And plus,
Yeah.
we stuffed it as a litmus paper from school.
Yeah, we did. So things quickly got out of hand. The men dared one another to get naked.
As you
All
do.
compiled. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously, you want to be a man? Take your trousers off. What size shoes are you? You're ready.
You're ready.
Like,
Get off. Take those
take
pants
your
off now.
trousers. They were farmers. So the contest escalate. Right, this is what I don't understand. Just because they're farmers doesn't mean that it should escalate to a certain level.
It
kind of
does.
like jobbist, I don't know. But I don't know why the author
The
wrote this.
farmers
Anyway,
get drunk, you take your clothes off.
yeah, that's it. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the contest escalated into whacking each other over the head with frozen turnips.
What?
All right. So
That's some sort of naked, like,
They're
married
naked.
scenario.
they've had a couple of tiskies, right? They start bullet naked, all stood there. Like, it's cold. It's got to be cold outside, and these fucking
Not flattering.
turnips are frozen.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I don't know if they're throwing them or
I
they're
can
just
imagine they're
whacking
going
each
quite
other.
hard in terms of, like, smacking each other over the head, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, you'd want to.
Like those slap
Well, anyway.
competitions you see online, you know, but with turnips.
Yeah, for
And
turnips.
no trousers.
No beards either. They've all got massive beards in them competitions, haven't they?
They do, yeah. To soften the blow, I assume.
Yeah, must be. So they're smacking each other over the head with these frozen turnips. Whoever could handle the most hits was more macho, obviously.
Of course, it's the way we measure things.
Exactly. One man, tired of the foolish amateur display of machoism, and brought out a chainsaw.
That's
You go,
that's moving up from turnips.
chainsaw, like, they didn't go to like marrow or
No, it didn't go like, you know, butternut squash. Didn't go for the harder pitch. No.
well, I've got a fucking pumpkin over it. No, straight in. Yeah, so he grabbed a chainsaw, the ultimate game changer in this manly contest, and he lopped off the end of his own foot.
Ooh.
Right.
What was it just going off the whole time? Just like it's just there in the corner, it's always on. You never know when you need it. And it's just like I picked that up.
Oh, yeah.
Blip.
Cut the end of my foot off. I
Yeah.
win.
Have a look at this, lads.
And then Krzysztof Azinansky, 30, he refused to be bested. But like your mate's just cut his fucking foot off. Yeah. They're not calling 999 and Michael Burke. They're not doing any of that shit. Like they're just like, you son of a bitch. I'll beat you on this. So anyway, this chap, he grabbed a chainsaw, told his friends,
Watch this then.
and slung it higher at his head. He hit pay dirt when he decapitated himself and won. You cut your own fucking head off with a
Just for
chainsaw.
One up, and he's naked and got to be found like that as well.
Yeah, and his mate's missing a foot, half a foot,
Yeah.
third of a foot. Don't know how much feet he'd lost. I mean, like, you know, he's just literally cut his own fucking head off. I googled it afterwards because I was like, that can't be real, and it's real.
Yeah.
So I think,
Holy moly!
what did
What a
the women
scene.
do to prove like their femininity? I don't know, like,
No idea. Hopefully not chainsaws.
yeah, God, I hope not.
I don't have any words to say about
I
that,
know.
really, because that's actually quite shocking. Like
Yeah.
the whole events that led up to it, playful frozen turnip on the bonce, you know, bing bash bosh, oops, I hit you, chase me.
Chase me.
Whoops.
Chase me. I'm naked. Chase me.
Yeah, chase me. Oh, my body.
Yeah.
Right up to the fucking chainsaw. Watch this.
Yeah.
Zump.
Yeah.
The guys, they just stand around a circle. It happens. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Like the head drops off and the chainsaw falls on the floor. And they're
Yeah.
just standing there. They're all looking at each other like a man's killed himself. But also, they're looking at each other's penises as well because they're naked. It's like, I don't know where to look now.
Yeah.
I can't look away from this. So let's cleanse the palate of that horrific story. I got one called Tanked Girl. Explosion by decompression is a phenomenon that has been recorded throughout the history of diving.
Right. I see.
right? So this is going to revolve around that. And this tells the story of a diver named Sandy. Sandy.
Where's she from?
She is from Western Supermare. I don't. She loved diving. She used to go out every weekend. She got coupons and lived life to the full. Little coral dive here, little dive.
Western Supermare.
Western Supermare, a bit murky, but asking shark now and again. That's going on the Insta page, but you can't really see anything, just green water. So, Sandy loved it. Her social media was full up of her diving. On this occasion, though, she hadn't checked her tank very well. And the tank on her dive in Western Supermare started to fail. So she kind of shook it off, and she survived that failing oxygen tank, got it off, and was like, I'm gonna boost up to the surface. She wasn't super deep, but she was deep.
Sorry.
So she needed to get to the surface quite quickly. Because she needed to get to the surface quickly, she didn't decompress enough.
Oh.
Yeah, she got to stay in a decompression chamber until her body adjusted. So once she got up, had a bit of a decompress, mid-water, just there, decompress from the deep, don't get the bends, blah, 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 blah.
The what? The bends?
The bends. It's if you go up really quickly, you get something called the bends, and that's it. Really
don't educate me.
Okay, sorry. All right, the bends.
Stop it.
It's a sci-fi bed.
It's like an airlock in a sci-fi film.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, done.
So she's in the airlock. Okay.
Yeah.
But as it's decompressing, okay, what happens is there's a new guy working on the boat, right? He's just walked out of the lunchroom. He's seen some guy just falling asleep in his lunch bag, and he's like, "I've done this. I'm walking out." And he's going past the decompression chamber, and he's like,
"Oh, someone's left this closed. Might need to be opened, doesn't it?"
Opens it. The decompression chamber then floods open with oxygen, and as she's decompressing, she explodes.
Fuck that.
So, because the pressure went from 7 atmospheres to 1 atmosphere in an instant, she was just in pieces.
Popped like a grape.
Yep. Splashed about the place like magnolia on a rental flat.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, right.
What about her coupons?
I don't know if family are allowed to use that. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky when it's somebody else trying to use the coupon. Probably wouldn't be able to use them.
Sorry, Margaret, these expired on Wednesday.
But it's to get them off of the dead woman's body.
Oh man, what do they do to they must have had to those fishing nets to scoop all of her bits up.
You get the fair to catch the fish and you win it.
Yeah. Catch a goldfish, Jeremy. All right.
Oh, got a spleen in this one.
Yeah.
Got a couple of wisdom teeth.
They say actually that Sandy is just the name given to this woman. They couldn't really identify her there and then.
Fuck. Sandy. What texture is she? She looks like sediment.
She's human sediment.
It's human sediment.
Honestly,
oh no!
It would have just been decompressed, implosion and then explosion. So she crushed up and then plop. She's out everywhere. And the guy's standing there at the door, with the rest of his sandwich just covered in human sediment. Yeah, bad times.
That's horrific. That fucking poor man who had to live with that afterwards.
That poor man who saw that, yeah.
Yeah. Or created it.
He did. He's a murderer.
Right, I'll go on for you.
Okay.
This one's a nice little short one. Don't bring a gun to a semi-automatic rifle fight. I think it derives from the saying, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. I mean,
Oh, I see. Do you mean like a handgun? You know, you're not going to win against a semi-automatic if you have a handgun.
Yeah, so unless you're John Wick.
Unless you're John Wick, and then you can use a pen. You can use
because you do gun fu when you're John
you do
Wick.
gun fu.
So it's not about the weapon; it's about the skills.
About the skills that you train to have.
Yeah, exactly. So at the hours in.
Be more John Wick.
Yeah, this happened in 1990.
He's again.
Yeah, I love the 90s. Like, that's when shit happened. Bearing in mind, like we have to remember that the Darwin Awards began in 1985.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think that's a lot of it.
All right, fair dues.
Anyway, and also good shit happened then. A young American decided it was time to commit his first professional robbery. He'd come of age.
As you do. It's like
Just
I'm
had his bar
a
mitzvah.
young American.
Yeah.
It's
Semester's happened.
Yeah.
It's time for me to commit robbery.
Yeah, it's time to really get into this now.
Yep.
So he chose a gun store, despite the fact that a police car was parked directly outside.
He's chosen another one.
It's not like, there's probably like 12 gun stores down one road.
Yeah.
There.
Gun shop alley. Yeah.
Yeah, so gun village or whatever. The store was crowded with gun-toting Americans who loved weaponry, and most of them were armed.
But they're like hooping and hollering in there, like,
Yeah. Yo, Savage Sam! They're in there. They're like,
Who wants a Miller Lite?
Oh, that book.
shooting the cap off. Woo, tiger. They're like, they are.
yard, I'm drunk.
Exactly. They're not going in there thinking like he's going in a gun shop to rob it.
What?
And just thinking, no one in there's going to know how to use a gun.
Oh shit! So he's going into. Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
I thought he was going in there to get the gun to do it.
No.
He's going to rob the gun shop.
He's going to rob the gun shop. And there's a police. Sorry, I didn't explain it right. Yeah. He's going in there to rob it. There's a police car outside. The whole place is full of fucking bearded men with cowboy hats and straps. Like they're all wearing camouflage as well, so he can't see them.
No.
Anyway. Well, I think so. Anyway, I'm sorry.
You can't see it. It could be that. They don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The store was crowded with gun-toting Americans who loved weaponry, and most of them were armed. At the counter, a cop in uniform was nursing a cup of coffee whilst talking to the shop clerk, who always wore a sidearm on duty. I love the description in this. It's like, I'm just having a coffee, shooting shit. Look at it's like the police officers in there. There's 20 other men in there, all with fucking guns, all just chatting shit. Anyway, the wannabe robber wasn't about to back down. He pulled out his pistol, announced it was a robbery, glanced at the police officer and fired. The cop and clerk pulled their pistols and shot the man dead.
I don't. Like he had the bloody owner had his trusty sidearm he always has on during his shift.
He had it, yeah. It
Of course
was
he did. He's at the gun shop, kind of reached like slightly to the left and got a missile launcher.
A missile.
If Grand Theft Auto is true.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I would have been like, right, I grab some body armor, a couple of grenades, flamethrower.
What's he doing his first robbery? And he's like, I'm going to rob a gun shop with police in it.
Yeah, mental. It's a robbery, and then he shoots. It's like, what do you think is going to happen? Oh, okay. No, we won't. And everyone in that shop is like,
I've been waiting for this day.
that's the whole reason they're there.
It's a liberal.
Yeah. These pesky liberals. Take that.
Romeo's real.
Yeah.
It's in the aerials. 5G.
I'm going to put your head on my mantle.
Come here, boy. Let me take this asshole.
See this tattoo? Confederate flag.
Did I know your grandpops? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why?
Mental.
This guy was like walking through there. He's like, this is a good idea. You're going to make a name for yourself here. Like, this is perfect. And it's just like, pop, pop, bye.
Yeah, done.
You've come out with some pretty good ones here.
That was mental.
All right. Okay. I've been saving this one for here. It's that timestamp here
For discussion.
for discussion. This one, and I love the pun that this one in the title. Kildo.
Was it Giordano?
No.
Oh.
This is not one of those.
Okay.
We're not like a different podcast, like They Walk Among Us or whatever. Like we're not that. We're not serial. We're not case file. Where, in my humble opinion, where we don't talk about like poignant cases. We talk about Americans walking into a gun shop to rob it. So
say the pun again. I don't get it. Am I missing?
Well, let me tell you the story, and it will make
Yeah, but
sense.
I want to know. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay. Right.
Kildo.
Yeah. So tells the story of a so-called nymphomaniac who.
Right.
Her name is Jennifer.
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block. Yeah. She was quite infatuated with a co-worker that she worked with. Like, she thought about this co-worker quite often. And as a nymphomaniac, she was like,
"Oof, I've got to pop to the staff restroom. Yeah, back self off furiously.
Because I can't.
No, come on, let's go.
Right?
Dig.
So, like, on one occasion, the co-workers, like, you know, they're kind of they're working together a little bit, and things get quite serious for Jennifer. She can't control herself.
Right, yeah.
But it's the end of the day, and she has to leave. Like, it's got to be done. She can't do anything with co-worker, so she thinks,
I've just got to sort this out. I've got to sort this out.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So she leaves work, and on the way back home, she goes to get some groceries. So
right, yeah.
This is America. She's got one of those big brown bags, and it's full of, like, you know, shit food from America.
Squirty cheese.
Cheese, white eggs, all that stuff. Like,
yeah.
You know, all that stuff. So she was like,
cartons of milk, like huge cartons of milk.
Quarts, like,
what are you gonna fucking? Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? What the fuck are you gonna? Hey, there you go.
Listen to the last episode for the relevance of that joke. So yeah, she's like, got my groceries, and then she starts to think about the co-worker again. She's like, oh,
Jesus Christ! Oh God!
You know, getting a bit frothy down there, and, like, you know, she's
like
having
a broken wave.
It's like another. It's like, oh Jesus! It's like, you know, the clams bubbling, and
for fuck's sake,
got to sort this out. So she's having a little rifle through. She can't think of anything. You know, her sex toys are in the bedroom. She can't wait to get there. So she's like, what I got in this brown bag that I bought from the store. So she's like,
fuck it. I was gonna have peas and carrots tonight.
She was going to have a Forrest Gump meal. So she's
okay.
Like, bang, right? This carrot will do. So she decided to use the carrot as a sex toy.
Did she peel it first?
She just went straight in. Didn't give it a wash.
Man, she didn't even wash the E. coli off of it.
No. She's sorting it out. She's queuing up like Steve Davis, right? She's going back and forth.
Oh my God.
Sawing wood, right? The carrot's going in and out. But she does it too vigorously because she's thinking about the co-worker, and she ruptures a vein inside of her body, causing a bubble to enter her circulatory system. And then when the bubble got to the heart, it ended her life.
Fuck me!
So she's fapping so seriously, she like causes like a blood clot type bubble that goes into her heart, falls backwards with a carrot in her vag.
Punted herself to death.
She did.
That is unbelievable.
Jenny.
That's fucking Jenny.
Maybe she was in the shop and she was like just browsing. She's like, co-worker's dick.
Was he
carrot.
ginger?
This is the co-worker is an undescribed individual.
He's fucking ginger.
He's a ginger man, yeah. Because as we know, ginger people have also ginger penises.
Yes. Yes. Apparently, that's fucked up. That is really fucked up.
Poor woman. She couldn't keep it in her pants, and it killed her. Carrot before.
I've never eaten carrots again.
No.
I will. I love carrots. Who am I kidding?
Delicious.
Next time I'll be like, I'm sucking the juice out of them. I don't know.
Jennifer.
Oh, watch out for the bubbles.
Say your name, Jennifer. I'll remember you.
This one's for you. I don't know why I'm fudding myself with a carrot. I don't know where I'm fudding myself with it. I'm getting fudded. Right, I've got one for you.
Cool.
This one's called The Big Dump. Happened in 1998.
Oh, the year of the big dump.
Yeah. A zookeeper named Frederick Riesfield had a big problem.
Oh, he's a zookeeper.
He is a zookeeper.
Big dump.
And his big dump. One of his elephants hadn't taken a poop in far too long.
Oh.
Riesfield, 46, used all his know-how to cure the I don't know what that word says, but constipation, basically, including feeding him lots of prunes, figs, and berries. Classic. Yeah,
as you do. Prune smoothie, clear the blockage.
Yeah. Next, he administers 22 doses of animal laxative.
Oh, shit.
22 doses.
I would assume because it's animal laxative, it's like always a bit extra, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't really go for it because they don't care, do they? Like humans, they're like, oh.
This might make you a bit ill.
Animals, they're like,
Who gives a fuck?
get it
Chuck it down.
Go on, check it. 22 doses of it after eating all that fucking prunes, figs, and berries as well. Mental. None of this was working. So the zookeeper went the extra mile. He'd already gone the extra mile, in my opinion, with fucking 22 doses of this shit. Anyway,
this man loves his job. He loves his job. He doesn't want the elephant to, feel constipated anymore. He's doing all he can, Rob.
I think that's bullshit. I reckon the zookeeper master or whatever.
What?
The zookeeper master.
Zookeeper master.
Zookeeper master, I demand a raise.
Exactly.
Never.
No.
I'm the master here of the zoo.
The master, Twiddly Tash, a lot like Hugh Jackman in The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, that's all I can.
Yeah, he said,
Look, Frederick, you're not going home until that elephant's had a fucking shit. The elephant's not coming back in your house till he's had a shit.
Frederick's
like, I've got shit to do, zookeeper master. I've got stuff to do tonight. My son's in an assembly at school. Blah blah blah.
It's like, well, sorry, I don't make the rules. Mate, the elephant has to have a shit. He goes, all right, yeah, okay.
That's the zoo master, though. He does make the rules. I don't believe this.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Frederick's like,
but you do make the rules. It's
like,
well, talk to the union.
Yeah.
So he's done this. None of this is working. So zookeeper went the extra mile, began administering a olive oil enema. Olive oil enema. So squirting olive oil up this elephant's arsehole. I was like, what's this elephant doing? The elephant's like,
oh, yeah, I'll have some fucking figs, some prunes and berries. Lovely, delicious. What's that? You giving me some laxatives? Don't know what it is. Yeah, I'll fucking eat that as well. What's next? Oh, you're anally inserting me with olive oil.
I'll be like, get away from me. Anyway, so stooped at the elephant's backside, the laxatives and fruit kicked in suddenly. Yeah. The elephant let go with little warning, expelling 200 pounds of dung, knocking Rigsfield to the ground, where he hit his head on a rock. The elephant evacuated his bowels completely, and about an hour later, a watchman found the unlucky zookeeper buried in a pile of horse.
This is why he was constipated, because he had other animal feces in him.
Exactly. A horse. The elephant's arsehole.
Elephant's eating a horse, and the horse is constipated. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, he died from being covered in fucking elephant shit. Holy shit! I mean, he died because he hit his head on the rock, but then he would have suffocated
that's conjecture.
under the shit. He would he would have because he's just knocked out, and then he's just like,
yeah. And the elephant's like,
that's what you fucking get. I've all up my arsehole. You're getting this, you cunt.
Well,
how could you give any warning? Like, like, come on, get out the way. I'm about to shit 200 pounds of shit.
Yeah, not a like single indication, not like a belly rumble or anything like that. Nothing.
Cartoon belly rumble, yeah, like coming.
Oh, He's just stood there like a fucking 1915s chimney sweep with like a plunger trying to get the shit out with like a hose pipe of olive oil pumping up there.
Yeah.
Is it ready to go there? Are you ready? Like a drain unblocker.
Oh my god. No. And that's it. It's just gone.
Covered in shit.
And he never got to see his kids' assembly.
No.
That's the sad story.
Oh yeah. Master General came over. It was like a
Master General.
Who's gonna clean this up? Do you know what I mean?
Clean up that dead body.
Yeah.
We've got more zoo things to do.
I've already clocked out. Not on my watch.
No,
I
don't
there.
make the rules. Talk to the union.
Exactly. Fucking union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I've got another one here. Okay. So this one's called Heart On. All right.
Yeah, all right.
I
You
don't
give me
up the titles here. All right. But there
Who
we
does? The union.
go. The union does. Put it in the union box that says union stuff. Right. Goes in a lovely box.
Yeah.
You're like, my bit. Union's going to take this up. Just falls down into a bin. They can see that's happening. They don't care. All right. This is going along a similar line to the previous one. Right. Because people are fucked up. Right. And they love dirty shit. So
How is this going on to shit? How are there more than one shit?
just wait. No, just wait. It's not about shit. It's my previous one to that. Jenny from the block.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
So, this one just goes the extra mile. Okay.
Nice. I rate it.
So this is about a guy called Lucas, and he was a bit of a deviant. He loved the darker side of sexual encounters, and he was also a mechanic. So he's fiddling with cars. He's fiddling with himself. All right.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
Look at this Chevy, Colby, Chevy. I don't know cars.
Yeah. Car.
Yeah, look at this Nissan Micra.
So,
if you could fuck a car, what car would it be then?
If I could have sex with a car, I don't know cars either very well, but
yeah, you thought about this, haven't you?
A Vauxhall Tigra.
Oh god, you can't even fucking like mine would obviously be like a Mustang, wouldn't it? I want to fuck a Mustang. I want to. Wait, you're gonna go around fucking like a Ford KA? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'll fuck a Ford KA. Oh, Fiat 500. Oh no! If you're gonna fuck a car. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I want to be in control. I want power steering. I want
efficient
airbags. Right. I don't want to be like chucked around willy nilly. Like,
behave. Of course you do. I'll be chucking a Mustang around. I'll have you know. I want to be holding on for dear life.
I can imagine
be like.
You and a Mustang go into a seedy hotel, and the Mustang's like, "Get in there," and it just opens the door, and it's just like you're sitting on the bed and you're looking at your shoes because it's going to be a rough one. The Mustang's like, "What shoes are you?" It's like, take them off. All right, and then you're just like,
"Oh, I'm lucky. I've only got small feet."
The Mustang then closes the curtains to the motel, and it's horrible. Throws
a bag butt on the floor.
It's done.
It's like I'm just picturing like the cars in the Milky Way advert.
The red car and the blue car.
Red car and the blue car in a race. Oh yeah.
Dirty sex race. Fucking humans left, right, and centre. So, yeah, Lucas, right? He's a dirty mechanic. He loves fiddling with spark plugs and all this other stuff. Now he kind of got into some deep shit. He thought it'd be a really good idea to kind of pop to the local butchers just on the high street and get a little bit of offal. Okay.
Wow! Oh my god!
He's gone in for something specific, something with valves, right, to put his ding dong in, which is a heart. So he's gone there. So
Can I have a cow heart, please?
The butcher's like, yeah. Right. Puts up in that little paper that butchers do, gives it to him. Lucas hands up over the dollars, right? So Lucas is strutting down. He's already feeling a bit tight in the mechanic overalls. He's just like, I've got to get back to the place quick, right? Otherwise,
What have you been researching? Like fucking work-related sexual frustration deaths.
Well, I mean, that's some of the search stuff.
You were working today, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. It was already half typed in stuff that I was already trying to search, but then I was like, oh yeah,
exactly. I could actually, put that in. Fuck it.
That's a bit good for me. Right. So he has a little go on the heart, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm getting a little bit out of this, right? But I need some extra juice."
This left ventricle's not quite doing it for me.
He's slipping it through. It's going in enough, but he's not quite getting, the satisfaction that he's wanting. He decides to connect the heart of the cow to a car battery to give himself a little extra juice, a little extra buzz, right?
What the fuck? Can't people just wank normally? Why can't people just wank?
It started off okay, but he's like, I need more. So he's hooked another one up to the heart.
What?
Okay. So he's put 2 car batteries, getting those crocodile clips, making sure that the red and the black one are on the right valve. He's put his little piece in there, right?
You got a fucking Sandra standing outside like,
how long are you gonna be, mate? I'll pick the kids up from school. Look, you're like, is that my car battery? Hurry up, because my husband's gonna finish at the zoo soon. I'll kick him up on the way. Except kids assembly. Oi, it's his first day. He's the narrator.
it's like,
Yeah, I've just got to charge your car battery, love.
Right? So yeah, he's doing it, and then obviously, gets shocked so hard that he dies. He's put his willy in there, and that's it. He's just zipped himself over. With these sexual encounter ones, the guys as well, the Polish guys with the hey,
there's nothing sexual about that.
no clothes on.
That's
just
not sexual.
No, but hold on. Yes, my ones are sexual, but the fact that these people are found like this,
yeah,
they have to live. The people around them have to live with this for the rest of their life. Their family.
Yeah.
This guy might have had a sweet old ma, right? She's like,
yeah.
I don't. My son. I know he's a bit of a scallywag, but she's part of the WI. She's homeless. She's doing all this, and then the policeman comes round. Is like, yeah, your son had his dick in a cow heart hooked up to car batteries, and she's like, oh, swoon. She dies. It's just so I don't get it. He's
fucking bad.
Pushed it to the extreme.
Right, I've got one for you then. Let's see this one. Leicester, England. 33-year-old Darren had just purchased a new jacket. Obviously. And that was the beginning of the end.
Oh, Darren.
Poor jacket, you're going to die. The start of your tale of death.
Leicester's very own Darren here.
Good old Daz. Leicester Daz. Everyone called him LD.
Yeah, I knew him.
He was man. Yeah.
He got his first paycheck. He's getting a jacket with it. He's been talking about it for years.
He has. He's like, I really want that jacket. I mean, he's 33 years old, and this is his first paycheck.
Yeah, living with his mum. It's all right.
Yeah, doing shit. Setting up booby traps and stuff. Yeah,
just in case.
It's a millennial. Yeah. He's been trying to be an influencer for fucking the last 10 years.
She's nurtured it enough, and he's not really hitting the same subscribers as this podcast is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if we get a few more subscribers, we can buy some jackets.
Yeah, some lovely jackets.
Yeah, or get donated some jackets maybe from. I like jackets.
Yeah, there you go. Gant. Are you listening, Gant?
Yeah, Gant. Yeah, Millets.
Millets. We talked about it before.
Yes, yeah, we did. You owe us, Millets.
Send us a waterproof.
Yeah, I love waterproofs. That's fleece. Yeah. Yeah, so Darren, who desperately needed help. No, I've skipped massively. Sorry.
That's okay. God,
that's whole paragraph. Yeah.
He desperately needed help.
Please help me get this jacket. It's like, Mum, I want to borrow some money, please.
She's like, Darren, no, tidy your room. You left the ring light on.
Oh, Darren, the ring light. You bloody hipster. turn the ring light off.
Your
Put
beard
some
hair's
clothes
all...
on.
Yeah, put some clothes on. Your beard hair's all in the sink again.
Stop drawing tattoos on your neck.
I know your TikTok shop failed,
Yeah.
so stop it.
Stop doing your ticking. Get down the shop.
Get down the shop, get a job.
Yeah.
Buy a jacket. We haven't got one.
So he's gone to get his new jacket, right? Anyway, perhaps he'd hoped to buy a bulletproof or bomb-proof one.
Oh,
But he had to
Leicester?
settle for something cheaper. Yeah, Leicester. Like, that's what you had to do. You go down the road to get some chips, you might die. Like, August 26th, 2006, a friend got a phone call from Darren, who desperately needed help. The friend called emergency services, and they arrived to find Darren in the hallway of his home, crumpled and bleeding from a stab wound to the chest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Darren.
Next to the bleeding victim was another recent purchase, a pocket knife.
Oh.
So he bought a jacket and a pocket knife. The man had clearly been a victim of a violent crime, but it took a year to conclude the unbelievable had happened. Darren's wife confirmed her man had asked aloud shortly after returning from a holiday in Spain and purchasing the new jacket. So he bought this new jacket in Spain. Yeah,
Okay,
and he come out and he said,
I wonder if this jacket is stab-proof.
No.
yeah.
No.
Scientific test would require wearing a magical coat of potential armor to fully explore the question, will this jacket protect me in the event of a stabbing? The answer is no. Yeah. He fucking stabbed himself.
Stabbed himself with a pocket knife. He's like, obviously he lived with his wife. We found that out in the end there. And he's like, this Under Armour jacket that I've just purchased. They're a good new brand, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to just have a little check of this. And he just stabs himself.
Yeah.
I thought, when you said like the pocket knife was found next to him, I was like, he's tried to zip his coat up with the knife in his hand. And he's just like zipped it. I was like, zip.
Man, actually, that would have been better, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But a year to figure that out. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Like the police come round like,
Or, he's dead.
just tied him up, get rid of him.
What
But,
happened to him?
Oh, yeah, my husband, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's fucking dead.
He shouted out something like he's just come back from
Yeah.
Spain. But
A
it took-
year later, down the working man's club, Sheila, she's like telling Tracy, she's like,
Oh, yeah. Do you remember? when my husband died? Yeah. He said the funniest thing.
yeah.
the funniest thing, you wouldn't believe it. Fucking hell, can you imagine?
Leicester police, which is like, we got to solve this. Crime stats high. This seems like an easy win. Like, we'll just call it gang violence or whatever. But no, they handed it over. It just fell on the desk of Leicester's very own Gary Laser.
Gary Laser. Yes.
Policeman in the Leicester area. I don't know where that is. The Midlands?
It's north enough.
Right. And he's past his desk. He's recovering from a hangover because all he does is drink hot and play fast.
And eat Walker's crisps because
Just
Gary
crisps
Lineker endorses them.
Gary Lineker does. Leicester seems like the right place. Yeah.
But it's like, it's his
That's
place. If you like football. You giving it all the fucking chirps last week. Yeah, I know Gary Lineker. Yeah, he shit himself at the World Cup.
I know that one thing about him.
No, well, you were like, yeah, I know Gary Lineker inside and out.
I didn't say that.
You did. Oh, no, you said you want to see his insides out.
We did. In Italia 90. They popped out of his bum.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, Chris Waddle came over and was like, shit yourself, Gary.
Exactly. Chris Waddle's like, let's get that olive oil out, boys.
How many laxatives you had, Gary? Jesus Christ. Please.
Yeah.
Calm it down, bro.
Oh, come on, Gary.
Gary Laser, though. Like, he's pops up, he's pulled up his glasses. He sees what's there and he's like, crime by knife. I'm going to be interested in this. He pulls the new guy in as well. He's like, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
And guy's just like, but I'm just a data analyst. I don't know why he's American. He shouldn't be.
Oh, they all are, aren't they?
He's on transfer. Gary
Yeah.
goes up to the garage, gets in his Mustang. It's black. And it's got
The
an eagle.
garage.
Yeah, the police garage. Like the
Has it
police.
got one of them like old doors, like a proper English garage door?
Yeah, you got to lift it up for some reason. Like
Yeah.
the hinges are in the middle, so when you lift it up, it's like you got half open net at the top and half open at the bottom. How are you walking in? How are you walking?
What are you doing?
Stupid English.
in the flood.
Yeah, can you get on top of it? He goes down to the garage, gets in his Mustang, got an eagle on there, and it's just the back of it is full of whiskey bottles and salt and vinegar.
A
Sort of
Mustang
good
with
crisps.
an eagle on it. I'm getting a semi.
Right. He's seen the address.
Take me to a hotel.
You see the address. He's flying around there down to like Cheddar Drive, where he lived.
Yeah. Cheese and Onion Avenue.
Cheese and Onion Avenue. Yeah, Cocktail Walk. Right, he's gone down all those roads. Right, he pulls up at the address and like he's knocking on the door. Like he's still pretty hungover, and he's like,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh,
Hello, Detective Laser. Fancy seeing you here.
he's like, cut the crap, let me in.
Cut the crap and let me in.
Oh, cup of tea.
Because British.
Yeah.
It's like,
She's
yeah,
gonna make it fucking incorrectly though.
of course.
Oh.
What's Gary's tea of choice then? How's he taking it?
Yeah,
He's
it's
as
like,
hard-
yeah, he drinks his tea like this, black coffee. That's how I'll have my tea.
How do you want your tea, Gary? Black coffee. Right. Any sugar? No. And then
It's American. He sounds like Phil Mitchell.
that's his the new guy. He's come in, but like the new guy's behind him is like, can I have a cup? And they're like, no. So
The new guy's like, I'll have a boba tea, please.
please, have you got any rhubarb? No, shut up. So, but Gary,
Yeah.
he goes. You can see where the crime happened. You know, there's still a little blood stain there and some fibres from the Under Armour jacket. And he's just like, he's having a look. He can tell instantly with his like eagle vision what happened.
Yeah.
It's enacting in his head. He can see that the guy just stabbed himself. Like, solved. I've got no more on that.
Okay.
He led up to-
Yeah, that was
that bit
awful.
We'll end with this one and then we'll go to your final story.
Okay.
Okay, this one is called Semiside. It's not a
Right.
location in America. Like you just pop into Semiside School, high school,
Like,
you say-
yeah.
you know, Sweet Valley High or anything like
what?
that. Yeah,
I used to love that program. Those twins.
Sweet Valley High.
One of them was actually in Dawson's Creek.
Ooh, went up in
Not that I watched every episode of that
Okay,
last year.
I'm not judging.
Didn't do that.
I remember you texting me saying just finished episode 6 of series 5 of Dawson's Creek. Pacey.
Yeah, Pacey. You knew what it was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's down at the creek. I don't know what went on there.
Yeah.
Never watched
Yeah. It's like Die Hard for you, isn't it?
Yep, never seen it. What is it?
What is Die Hard? Bruce Willis has never seen it either. Fuck
no.
me. Did you see that video that his daughter posted?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
The bubble.
So sad in my life.
Yeah. He was ecstatic. He was like,
I mean, he was, yeah. It's like he's never seen a bubble before.
I think he's still acting. I think he's fucking about.
Yeah.
I
It's just-
literally think he's
document-
fucking about.
It's like, you know, he's gone whacking Phoenix on everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
At home with Bruce Willis.
yeah. He's like, "What a bubble." But really, it's like got 17 dead German, like, military, like, mercenaries dead in the back of his garden. Just there. He's like, yeah, I killed them.
It's like the Osbournes. It was like, oh look, Ozzy Osbourne looks like he's gonna die any minute. That was like 35 years ago now, and it's still like, and he looks better than he did then. Like you
does.
put it on, didn't you?
He's looking good. He's swole. You know, he's not
Yeah.
shuffling anymore. It was all for the cameras.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Cameras.
All right, Semiside. Okay, so this one's probably going to be one of the more gruesome ones we've said, other than the chainsaw death, because I still can't get over that. This kind of starts off with a recounting of a couple's trip on their way to Las Vegas. So coming back. Oh no, they're going to Las Vegas, and they decide they need to take a little rest stop and pull over at one of America's fine petroleum establishments on the side of the road, much like you see in Texas Chainsaw Massacre or those ones.
Like a nice Tesco's Express.
Yeah, Spa, like one of those ones. Yeah, it could be an M&S one, but they're not in the right area. So, sad. They got a video camera because they're on their way to Las Vegas, and they start messing about with the camera when they hear a scream. And over the other side of the road, there has been a horrible accident.
Oh no!
Right, they're running towards the accident, still with the camera. It's like Clover.
I like Blair Witch.
Yeah, exactly. It's first person. Oh. They're like shaking. There's like panting going on. It's horrible. Panting, the human's way of managing the temperature. Oh no, that's dogs. They get closer to seeing what's happening and see a horrible image of a man called Frank Soriani, cut in half and literally still breathing.
Oh no.
Frank, was working on his vehicle. He was underneath the car. It had broken down the side of the road when an 18-wheeler semi run over him, separating him from his lower body. Unfortunately for Frank,
that driver was getting head from a hitchhiker, wasn't it?
Yeah, always the way. Cuts to the truck driver, and he's just like,
he's like, splurge.
Unfortunately, two halves of him were sent to two different hospitals, not allowing medics to save him.
What the fuck?
They're like,
we've only got his top off. We've got to sew him back together again, make him live.
Yeah, it happened like right on the border of like two different hospitals' territory. like as if two rival police detectives from this is my crime. This part's mine. This part's mine.
Not your jurisdiction, Sacred Heart Hospital. Get out of here.
What's your postcode? Here's my badge. Okay, that's yours. Fair enough. I'll have this bit then.
So yeah, just like the legs of a man go to one hospital, and then like the sort of like puppet top half of a man, like you used to make in primary school with like out of felt.
Oh,
you just like template of a man, and you put your hand, and it's like, oh, but that's a human body now. He's gone to another. Bodger and Badger. Yeah, mashed potato. You can't find. They can't piece him back together again, so they couldn't save him. Like he would have survived.
Fucking
Frank. That's horrible.
NHS wouldn't have done that. NHS wouldn't have done that. No, they just wouldn't have turned up.
Couldn't have turned up.
Yeah, they're all on strike.
On strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crying that they haven't got paid enough.
Yeah. I haven't been paid enough.
I can't even afford Farquhar anymore.
If people were outside clapping, I would do it.
Bang a tin for me, I'm poor.
Clap for me on Tuesday, and I'll pick up your dead bodies. Oh, no.
I do love the NHS, and thank God for it.
Yeah, thank God. I'm going to thank my taxes.
Thank my taxes for the NHS. Yeah. Thank privatisation of certain areas of the NHS for keeping it running. Here's the kind of end of the podcast. We are going to end on one of Rob's fabulous tales, but the tales of woe that we've said before, please do not think of having sex with a cow heart. If you need to evacuate an elephant, make way or notice what it's trying to tell you beforehand. Look
Read the room.
Clear the room. Look with your eyes. Listen with your ears. Yeah. Don't
or the union.
Get the union involved. So Right,
Yeah.
like talk nicely to the Zoo Master General. He might
Yeah.
let you off. Yeah.
If you don't get on with one of your 14 daughters, don't kill them. Like just let them live. If you're 79 years old and you're worried about inheriting a house, then you've made some bad choices. Yeah,
You really have.
don't spend all of your money rigging up weaponry to shoot your daughter's faces off.
He spent far too much money on shotguns and
Yeah.
devices. He could have put all those girls through college.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. All he did was put them through misery.
He did. Yeah. Just be cautious. Think about what
Yeah.
you're doing. Yeah. Just don't get a carrot and shove it up yourself.
Yeah.
Try not to do that, please.
Just stay safe.
Avoid vegetables.
Yeah.
That's my rule of thumb. Don't do it.
Yeah. Just stay at home.
Stay
Don't
at home.
leave the house.
No.
Listen to this podcast. We'll guide you through life.
Yeah, there are many hours of back episodes, please, but avoid the first episode. Start with number 2. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, do that. Right. So,
yeah, go ahead, Rob. Let's end on a happy note here.
So I'm in a pub because I like doing that back in the day. Yeah, so it's in the pub, stood next to Gary. Me and him have a little chinwag, and then bowls in the skeezer from so the pub's opposite a train station. Bloke comes in and says, "Oh, missed my train or whatever." The train delays anyway. We're like, "Oh yeah, have a beer."
Yeah, I guess this happens quite often though, doesn't it? You get the waifs and strays popping into the pub before the train comes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, setting the scene. Sorry, we were talking about what we do for jobs, idle bullshit and everything and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, cool. It's like, yeah, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. Found out that he's one of the guys that goes to crime scenes of people that have died. We're like, right, okay. Yeah. And we're like, we had a couple of shants. And I'm like, go on then. What's the worst you've seen? And he goes, well, there's this. Picks up his drink, takes a dredge, puts it down. He goes, right. So go in. There's a bloke. There's obviously he enjoyed asphyxiation whilst masturbating.
Ooh.
Right. And we're like, oh, hello, yeah. So he was using like a silk tie to do it.
Vanilla. Yep.
Vanilla.
Michael Hutchins did it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
What, with you? Or I don't know.
I wasn't involved. There was a murder inquiry for a while.
Was there?
He died doing it, yeah.
Oh, that's worth a Google.
Yeah.
Let us know. Yeah. So it's doing that. And we're like, oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah. We're like, yeah, we've seen that. That's on, like, news round. Do you know what I mean? That's like kid shit. It's like, oh, yeah. But he had the handle of a cricket bat, which are fucking long. Like, I mean, if you don't know cricket, the handles of a cricket bat are about 9 to 10 inches long. Jesus. He had that, the majority of that inserted inside his anus.
Oh,
yeah. So we had that. And me and Gary are doing that. We're like, ooh, sweet baby fuck. And he's like, oh, God.
Ugh.
And the guy's like, yeah, bad, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, that's fucking terrible. So he died doing that. He's like, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's
worse than the cow heart.
Yeah, well, yeah. And he was like, but
what?
The story didn't end there.
Ugh.
In his right hand, he had like a abattoir glove. So these are gloves that are made. They're chainmail gloves, basically.
Oh,
yeah. Cut your hands when
don't cut your hands.
using the plant. Yeah. So it's got one of them on, and we're like, oh, that must be like sandpaper grating around. It's
belly wank with a cricket bat on your bum.
Imagine
choking.
Horrible. And we're like, that's really fucking bad. And he's like, yeah, but literally took another sip of his drink, put it down. And he's like, he was holding a bunch of stinging nettles. and like me and Gary in like pure silence, like, what the fuck have we just heard? He looked at his watch, went, got to go, bye. Just fucked up. Unbelievable. Like, and it has stayed with me, that story, forever. Like,
oh my God, I just hate the back of his door with all that stuff about his person.
No, he was like on a chair in the middle of his room, like on a chair in a room. Yeah, there wasn't like any like porn playing or anything like that. No candles, no rose petals, no nice elevator music, nothing. just a chair, him with a fucking like cricket bat. So it's like an open backed
Yeah,
chair.
like a
Do you know
braised
what I mean?
cricket bat is wedged in it,
And he's
man.
wanking with signals. Fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my god, his dick. Oh,
Yeah.
like bumpy. No Doc Cleese around. It's not a Tuesday. You can't.
Exactly, yeah. What kind of medieval cure was he trying to create?
I mean, he
But-
protected his hand from getting stung while he did the deed.
Yeah.
It was all
Yeah.
focused on the penis.
Fucking weird.
Like,
And like,
wait.
what did he actually die of? I mean, all of it, you'd imagine. There was a bit to play in all of it.
Yeah. Ruptured penis, poisoning, boredom.
Yeah. Or like just hanging yourself.
Oh, that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
he's a
like that's the
medical-
most vanilla part of the whole story. Which
It's
is
the most
fucked
vanilla
up.
part. It is the most vanilla part. I'm kind of
Yeah.
so shocked. I just cannot like find words in that.
Yeah.
What is in that
Yeah.
man's life? Who found him? Was it the like
No,
renowned-
it was his wife. Yeah, I think it's his wife or his son or somebody or hopefully the local press. I don't know.
just burst in?
999 with Michael Burke.
Burke burst in. He's like,
Yeah.
it was my turn with the cricket bat.
Yeah, on tonight's show, we see
Get the
this
hell
man.
Yeah.
Did he score a 6 with this cricket bat? We'll
No,
find
no,
out in
no.
tonight's show.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Shit, man.
Yeah, disgusting.
Wow. Is that stranger that like sweeps into town, tells you some horrific stuff, and it just leaves,
Yeah,
and you're there,
just
yeah.
tarnished. I think about him probably every 4th day. Like, I'm not joking. I think
Yeah.
about him, and that's I can describe exactly how the man looks. He has probably, the minute he walked out the pub, has probably never thought about me again, ever. I've had no effect on his life. But he has changed me, and I don't even know his fucking name. I just know he was drinking Guinness. Like,
The Guinness
do you know what I
man.
mean?
The Guinness man
Mental.
of the stories. Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for that as a final story. A real true tale. I'm not sure. I don't know if that falls within the Darwin Awards because it seems all very deliberate. Like,
Yeah.
something happened there, and I don't even think that's a funny tale other than the stingy nettle.
Yeah.
Most of all, plants. Like,
Imagine thistles.
thistles. Oh, no, handful of thistles. No.
Ooh.
Okay, so thank you. Now, if you listen to this podcast, please don't listen to this episode at night time. You will have nightmares, and it's too late for me to give you that disclaimer because if you are listening, it's the end of the episode. Sorry. So, apologies there. We have been, in my humble opinion, this has been quite an interesting episode, but we will be back with another episode next week. Talking about another random topic which you will absolutely love. Hilarity will ensue, and told by master storytellers such as me and Rob. Will bring you joy every time that you listen.
And information experts.
Yep, that's what our commercials say on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, give them a watch. Follow us on TikTok. Search for at In My Humble Opinion podcast. Have a little gander. We've had some voicemail sent through as well. If you've had sent that, nice, very famous individuals.
Yeah.
I can't. The voicemail thing's full up. I'll have to delete those, and we'll just see if anything else pops in.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens. So follow us on TikTok. We also have an Instagram page at Humble Opinions _podcast. You can contact us via that method. We will answer you. We are awaiting any correspondence with further, and we will answer with gusto. We want to be there. If you have an idea about what you want me and Rob to talk, please let us know, and we will present that with you at the head. Your name will appear shiny at the beginning of the episode, and then me and Rob will talk bollocks about what
like my bald head.
like what you wanted us to talk about, but we'll talk about something else. And we're also on YouTube as well, so you can listen to the episode on YouTube. If you don't have like apps, or you don't like to subscribe to podcast apps on your phone because you're like, too hipster for me, I'll watch YouTube we are on there as well, and you can listen to the full episodes.
And you could subscribe to that.
Yeah. Why not already? Come on.
Yeah, just press the button. That's it.
Yeah. Press the button, subscribe, put on notifications.
It won't change your life, it will change ours.
Yeah. We want money for it.
Jackets. We want some jackets.
Do want jackets, Under Armour jackets with knives.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have been, in my humble opinion, I've been Paul.
I've been Rob.
Sleep well. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to the In My Humble Opinion podcast, Darwin Awards. Join us on Instagram by searching @humbleopinions_podcast or TikTok by searching @In My Humble Opinion podcast or viewing us on YouTube by searching In My Humble Opinion Pod, or one word.